All right, everybody, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive. Today, we're going to tackle something that I think we can all relate to,
Oh, yeah.
relationships. But more specifically, we've got an excerpt here all about couples therapy.
Fascinating stuff.
So we're going to try to figure out how going to therapy can actually help people improve their relationships and,
Work through some of those challenges.
exactly, strengthen their bond and all that good stuff.
Right.
So the excerpt starts off by, kind of laying out the big picture, right? Couples therapy helps resolve conflicts, enhance communication.
Deepen intimacy.
There you go. But, it all sounds good in theory, but how does that actually play out in real life? I mean, just talking to a therapist, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question, right? And I think a lot of people wonder that. I think the key here is that therapy, it provides a framework.
Oh, okay.
It gives couples a structured environment to kind of dig into these issues with a neutral third party to help.
Someone who's not going to pick sides.
Exactly. And that can be so valuable because when you're in the thick of it, it's hard to see the forest for the trees,
Absolutely.
And a therapist can help you step back and get some perspective and really understand, like, okay, what are my needs? What are my partner's needs?
Okay, so you mentioned this idea of resolving conflicts earlier, and I'm curious, how does therapy actually help couples,
Work through disagreements.
Is it just like a magical solution, or are there actual techniques involved?
No magic wands, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But, there are definitely proven strategies that therapists use.
Oh, interesting.
One of the biggest things is learning how to communicate effectively.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, because so much conflict stems from just miscommunication or not truly listening to each other.
Oh, totally.
So therapists teach couples, techniques like active listening.
What is that exactly?
So active listening is when you're really focusing on what your partner is saying, not just waiting for your turn to speak.
Oh, that's hard.
It is. But it's so important, you're reflecting back what you're hearing.
Oh, so it's like you're making sure that you're actually understanding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're validating their feelings even if you don't agree with them.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then there's also things like assertive expression.
Oh, what is that?
It's basically being able to express your needs and your feelings in a clear and direct way.
So you're not like, beating around the bush or getting passive aggressive.
Exactly. It's about being honest and upfront while still being respectful.
Okay, so it sounds like communication is a big focus in couples therapy.
It's huge. I mean, it really is the foundation of a healthy relationship.
Right.
And, so many couples struggle with communication, so therapy can give them the tools to really improve that area.
Okay, well, that makes sense. But what about intimacy? I mean, we're talking about more than just, talking things out, right?
Absolutely. Intimacy is a multifaceted thing. It's not just physical. It's emotional, intellectual.
Even spiritual, maybe.
Exactly. And therapy can help couples rediscover and nurture all of those different aspects of intimacy.
So is it like fixing what's broken, or is there more to it than that?
It's both, really. Sometimes it's about addressing specific issues that are getting in the way of intimacy.
Like what?
Well, it could be anything from unresolved resentments to, different sex drives.
Oh, yeah. Those are tough conversations.
They can be, but a therapist can provide a safe and supportive space to work through those challenges.
Okay, so it's like they're kind of providing the tools and the guidance.
Exactly. And sometimes it's more about just, reminding couples of what they love about each other.
Oh, that's sweet.
Right. And encouraging them to make time for each other, to date each other again, to really connect.
So it's like a tune-up for the relationship.
Exactly. Like preventative maintenance.
Yeah, I like that.
Because even the best relationships can benefit from a little TLC.
Okay, so this has been really insightful. It seems like couples therapy isn't just for people who are, on the verge of breaking up.
Yeah, right. It's for anyone who wants to strengthen their relationship.
Exactly. It's about learning how to communicate better, how to resolve conflicts effectively, and how to deepen that intimacy.
Exactly.
And I think that's something that we can all benefit from, whether we're in a romantic relationship or not.
Totally. These are life skills.
Absolutely. So there you have it, folks, a deep dive into the world of couples therapy.
Hope you found it helpful.
We did. And here's a final thought for you. Even though we focused on couples today, think about how these principles apply to all your relationships.
That's a good point.
Right. I mean, think about your friendships, your family relationships, even your work relationships.
Communication, empathy, understanding.
It all matters. Where could you benefit from a little more understanding and connection in your life? Just something to ponder as you go about your day.
Food for thought.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time for another deep dive.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.